Most people think protein is just for athletes or bodybuilders, but here's the surprising truth. Once you cross 60, protein becomes one of the most powerful tools you have to slow aging, protect your independence, and even keep your mind sharp. In today's video, we're going to break down exactly why seniors need more protein than ever before, and how not getting enough can quietly chip away at your energy, your strength, and your ability to recover from illness. We'll also uncover the hidden signs of protein deficiency that most people overlook. Plus, I'll share the very best protein sources for seniors, both animal-based and plant-based, that are easy to digest, easy to prepare, and actually enjoyable. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how much protein you should be eating every day and some simple, practical ways to add it to your meals without feeling stuffed or overwhelmed. So if you want to stay strong, stay mobile, and stay independent well into your 70s and beyond, this video is for you. Why protein needs change after 60. As we age, something happens quietly inside the body that very few people talk about. Your muscles begin to shrink. Doctors call it sarcopenia, but to most seniors, it simply shows up as a slow but noticeable loss of strength. You might notice it when carrying groceries suddenly feels heavier, or when getting up from a chair takes a little more effort than it used to. It's not just old age catching up with you, it's your body running low on the building blocks it needs, protein. Protein is like the bricks and mortar of your body. It builds muscle, repairs tissues, strengthens bones, and even supports your immune system. But here's the catch. After 60, your body doesn't use protein as efficiently as it once did. It's almost like your engine has become less fuel efficient. You might eat the same chicken breast or bowl of beans you did at 40, but at 65, your body extracts fewer benefits from it. That means you need more protein just to maintain the same level of strength and vitality. And this isn't just about lifting weights or looking toned. Protein plays a role in everyday survival tasks. Without enough, your muscles weaken, making you more prone to falls, which are the #1 cause of fractures and hospital visits in seniors. Your bones, already more fragile from age-related loss of density, lose their protective support from strong muscles. Even your balance and posture suffer, leaving you hunched or unsteady. Suddenly, activities that once felt automatic, walking, gardening, climbing stairs, start to feel like uphill challenges. But here's the empowering part. This decline isn't inevitable. By giving your body the right amount of protein, you're essentially sending reinforcements to protect your independence. Studies have shown that seniors who prioritize protein not only preserve more muscle, but they also recover faster from illness, surgeries, and even everyday colds. Think of protein as your body's natural repair crew, always on standby, patching up wear and tear that life throws your way. So when you step back and think about it, eating more protein after 60 isn't about vanity or chasing muscle like a 20-year-old. It's about holding on to something far more valuable, the ability to move freely, to heal quickly, and to keep living life on your terms. Hidden signs of protein deficiency in seniors. Here's the thing about protein deficiency. It rarely announces itself loudly. Instead, it sneaks in quietly, disguising itself as ordinary aging. Many seniors brush off the early signs, thinking, well, that's just what happens when you get older. But often, what they're really experiencing is their body begging for more protein. Take fatigue, for example. If you find yourself dragging through the day, even after a decent night's sleep, it might not be your age. It could be your muscles and cells running on empty. Protein is what repairs and renews tissues, but when your intake is too low, your body starts rationing. Energy dips, leaving you feeling sluggish. That mid-afternoon nap you didn't need in your 40s, it might not be about getting older, it might be your body lacking fuel. Another hidden sign shows up in your appearance. Hair thinning, brittle nails, skin that seems more fragile than before. These aren't just cosmetic changes. Your hair and nails are made of keratin, a protein. When the body doesn't get enough dietary protein, it diverts what little it has toward vital organs and muscle, leaving your hair, skin, and nails to fend for themselves. That's why you might notice your hair doesn't grow as thick or your nails chip more easily. Wound healing is another big clue. Have you noticed that cuts or bruises seem to linger much longer than they used to? Protein is the raw material for healing. It's what stitches your tissues back together from the inside. Without it, wounds close slower, bruises fade slower, and infections take a greater toll. For seniors, this delay can be dangerous, especially after surgery or even a minor fall. And here's one more subtle sign: frequent illness. Protein fuels your immune system, producing antibodies and repair cells that fight off viruses and bacteria. When you're low on protein, your defenses weaken, leaving you more vulnerable to seasonal colds, respiratory infections, and longer recovery times. So, when you put it all together, what looks like normal aging, fatigue, thinning hair, fragile skin, slow healing, or frequent sickness often traces back to one common issue: not enough protein. And the good news? Unlike aging, which we can't stop, protein deficiency is completely fixable. The moment you start nourishing your body with enough protein, many of these mystery symptoms begin to fade, energy, resilience, and vitality return. What experts say about protein for seniors? If you ask most people how much protein they need, chances are they'll repeat the old guideline, about 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. That number has been floating around for decades, but here's the problem: it was never designed with seniors in mind. It was based on the minimum amount to prevent deficiency, not the amount needed to thrive. And now, experts in nutrition and aging are saying loud and clear, seniors need more. In fact, multiple studies show that once you hit your 60s and beyond, your body becomes less efficient at using the protein you eat. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. Think of it like this: when you were younger, your muscles soaked up protein like a sponge, building and repairing easily. But as you age, that sponge stiffens. It doesn't absorb as well, meaning you need to pour in more protein just to get the same benefit. That's why experts now recommend closer to 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight for seniors, and, in some cases, even up to 1.5 grams if you're recovering from illness, surgery, or struggling with muscle loss. To put it simply, if you weigh 150 pounds, around 68 kilograms, that means you need about 70 to 90 grams of protein per day, not the old 50 to 55 many people still believe is enough. And this isn't just theory, research backs it up. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Directors Association found that older adults who consumed higher amounts of protein preserved significantly more muscle mass and had a lower risk of disability compared to those sticking with outdated recommendations. Another study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that spreading protein evenly throughout the day, rather than eating it all at dinner, gave seniors better muscle-building results. Doctors and geriatric specialists also point out something important: protein isn't just about muscles. It supports the immune system, bone strength, wound healing, and even mental sharpness. Protein provides the amino acids that make neurotransmitters, the chemicals that keep your brain communicating smoothly. So when experts say seniors need more protein, they're talking about a whole body upgrade, not just stronger arms or legs. The bottom line? The old rules don't apply anymore. Experts across the board agree: after 60, protein is no longer optional. It's a prescription for independence, resilience, and quality of life. Best protein sources for seniors. Now that we know why protein matters, the big question is, where should seniors get it from? Here's the good news: you don't need fancy supplements, expensive powders, or complicated meal plans. The best protein sources are simple, familiar foods you can find in any grocery store, and many of them are surprisingly easy to prepare and digest. Let's start with animal-based options, because these are often the most concentrated sources of protein. Eggs, for example, are what I call nature's multivitamin. They're soft, easy to chew, packed with high-quality protein, and loaded with nutrients like vitamin D and choline, which support brain health. Fish like salmon, sardines, and trout don't just deliver protein, they also provide omega-3 fatty acids, which fight inflammation and protect the heart. If you prefer poultry, lean chicken or turkey is gentle on the stomach and can be cooked in endless ways, from soups to simple grilled dishes. And let's not forget dairy. Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and even a glass of milk supply protein alongside calcium, which strengthens bones, a two-in-one benefit for seniors. But here's where it gets interesting. Many seniors find that animal protein alone can feel heavy or repetitive. That's where plant-based proteins step in. Lentils, chickpeas, and black beans are not only affordable, but also rich in fiber, which keeps digestion moving smoothly and supports heart health. Tofu and tempeh are versatile, soaking up flavors from whatever you cook them with. Nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, or even pumpkin seeds add crunch and nutrition to snacks or salads, delivering healthy fats along with protein. And let me share a little secret. Combining plant proteins with whole grains can give you just as much quality protein as animal sources. Think beans with rice, peanut butter on whole grain toast, or hummus with whole wheat pita. These combinations create what nutritionists call complete proteins, meaning they provide all the essential amino acids your body needs. What's beautiful about these sources is their flexibility. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. You can start small. Add a boiled egg at breakfast, toss beans into your salad at lunch, swap regular yogurt for Greek yogurt, or sprinkle pumpkin seeds over your oatmeal. Little shifts like these add up quickly, and before you know it, you'll be hitting your protein goals without even thinking about it. The takeaway? Whether you prefer animal-based or plant-based, the key is variety. Mixing and matching keeps meals exciting, ensures you're getting a wide range of nutrients, and makes protein something you look forward to, not a chore. How to add protein without overeating. One of the biggest myths about protein is that you have to eat giant steaks or down heavy shakes to get enough. And for seniors, that idea can feel overwhelming. Many people over 60 already struggle with smaller appetites, slower digestion, or even dental issues that make chewing tough cuts of meat less appealing. So the question becomes, how do you get the protein your body needs without overeating or feeling weighed down? The secret lies in spreading protein throughout the day in small, easy portions. Imagine your muscles as plants. They don't thrive if you dump a whole bucket of water on them once a day. They do best with consistent watering throughout the day. Your body works the same way. If you load up on a single protein-heavy dinner, much of it goes unused. But if you give your body smaller amounts at breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner, your muscles stay fueled all day long. Breakfast is a great place to start. Instead of just toast and jam, try scrambled eggs with spinach, or swap regular yogurt for Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of nuts. Even adding a spoonful of protein powder into your morning smoothie can give you a 15 to 20 gram boost without any heaviness. At lunch, think beyond sandwiches. Add beans to your soup, cottage cheese to your salad, or grilled chicken strips to your wrap. These small changes don't feel overwhelming but deliver steady protein. Snacks are another hidden opportunity. A boiled egg, a handful of almonds, or a slice of cheese with apple slices are light but protein-rich. Dinner can stay familiar but make it balanced. Instead of a huge steak, try a smaller portion of fish or chicken paired with lentils, quinoa, or chickpeas. These combinations give you not just protein but also fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Another tip, choose soft and simple textures. Smoothies, soups, stews, and yogurt bowls are easier to digest than large, heavy cuts of meat. This is especially helpful for seniors who struggle with appetite or chewing. And here's the best part. Once you start making these shifts, you'll notice you feel satisfied longer. Protein naturally curbs hunger, so instead of overeating or craving sugary snacks, your energy stays steady. The key isn't eating more food, it's eating smarter protein. With simple swaps and steady distribution, you can hit your protein goals every day without ever feeling stuffed. How much protein do seniors really need? Here's the question almost every senior has after hearing about protein. How much is enough for me? It's a fair question, because for decades we were told the same number over and over, 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. But remember, that number was only designed to prevent outright deficiency, not to keep you strong, energetic, and independent as you age. Think of it like setting your thermostat at the lowest possible temperature to keep pipes from freezing. It technically works, but it's far from comfortable. So what do the experts say now? Research shows that seniors actually need closer to 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight every day. If you're recovering from illness, surgery, or experiencing muscle loss, some specialists even recommend going as high as 1.5 grams. To put that into perspective, if you weigh around 150 pounds, about 68 kilograms, that means you should aim for somewhere between 70 and 90 grams of protein daily. That may sound like a lot, but when you spread it across the day, breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner, it becomes very doable. Here's a simple way to picture it. About 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal is the sweet spot for most seniors. That could be 2 scrambled eggs with Greek yogurt in the morning, a grilled chicken wrap for lunch, and salmon with lentils for dinner. Add a snack of cottage cheese or a protein smoothie, and you're right where you need to be. Another important factor is timing. Research shows that spreading protein evenly through the day is far more effective for muscle health than eating most of it at one meal. Many seniors make the mistake of skimping on breakfast and lunch, then loading up at dinner. The problem? Your body can only use so much protein at once. Distribute it instead, and you'll notice more stable energy, better appetite control, and stronger muscles over time. And here's the empowering part. Meeting your protein needs isn't about chasing numbers or living with a food scale. It's about creating habits, small, consistent choices that add up. Once you understand your target and how to reach it, you'll find that hitting those protein goals feels less like work and more like a natural rhythm to your day. So when you really step back and look at it, protein isn't just a nutrient, it's a lifeline. For decades, it's been marketed to bodybuilders and athletes, but the truth is, seniors may need it more than anyone else. Why? Because protein is what allows you to keep doing the little things that make life worth living. Tying your own shoes, carrying your grandchild, going for a walk without feeling drained, or recovering quickly after a small injury. Imagine 2 different paths. On one, you brush off the importance of protein, stick with the old eat less, you're older now mindset, and over time, your muscles quietly fade. Your balance becomes shaky, your bones lose protection, your immune system struggles, and suddenly, daily life feels smaller and harder. On the other path, you decide to make protein a priority. You start adding those eggs at breakfast, that Greek yogurt for a snack, beans in your soup, salmon at dinner. Slowly, you notice changes. You feel steadier on your feet, stronger when you climb stairs, quicker to bounce back from a cold or a tough day. And most importantly, you feel like yourself again. That's the real gift of protein after 60. It isn't about vanity or chasing muscles. It's about protecting independence, dignity, and the energy to enjoy the years ahead. And the best part is, it doesn't require a radical diet overhaul. It's about small, steady shifts that add up into something powerful. So here's my challenge for you. Starting tomorrow, look at every meal as a chance to fuel your future. Ask yourself, where's the protein here? And when you answer that question consistently, you'll be amazed at how quickly your body thanks you with more energy, more strength, and more confidence. And before you go, I want you to remember this. Your health is not behind you. It's right in front of you. Protein is one of the keys that keeps that door open. If this message resonated with you and you care about living longer, stronger, and sharper after 60, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Every week, we share practical, science-backed health tips designed to keep you independent, energized, and in control of your aging journey. Because you deserve not just more years, but better years.